Hello and welcome back to Miss Craft's Let's Layer. I am Barbie and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and here is today's card. I was inspired by my very much Western loving, country loving friend's wedding, and so I was thinking, how can I use the country living boots to make a cute wedding card, and this is what I came up with. So today's stamp sets that we're using, that one wanted to pop open on me, is the Country Livin' that I had just mentioned, and that we're of course using the boots. And I'm also using the Congratulations Sentiment from the Balloon Celebrations stamp set. Now today, for our papers, we are using Sweet Sugar Plum for a card base, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And continuing with the Sweet Sugar Plum, we're using a piece of 1 inch by 2 3/4 inches for the mat for the sentiment. For the stamping of the sentiment, we're using Whisper White, and this is 3/4 inch by 2.5 inches, and that's going to get the sentiment. We have a piece of Whisper White for the mat for the background. This is 5 1/4 by 4. The Wood Textures DSP and Designer Series paper, and this is cut at 5 inches by 3 1/4 inches. And then a scrap of Whisper White for to stamp the boots onto. I am going to get started here by taking out my Stampin' Pierce mat. Because of the fact that the Congratulations is a photopolymer stamp, and the sponginess to this mat helps get a better better stamped image. So I'm going to go ahead and ink up my Congratulations and stamp that as centered as possible. And we're going to let that sit for a little bit. Taking out my basic black ink. And I didn't mention that I did stamp the Congratulations in the Sweet Sugar Plum ink. And I'm going to go ahead and ink up my boots here. And I need 2 of these stamped. I want to make sure that this is a good coverage. I've used my black ink a lot, so there's the one. I'm going to turn it over and stamp over here. Doesn't really matter how close they are because I am going to be fussy cutting these out here. And now I'm going to be taking just a little bit of time here. I have my ink pads here. I've got the Sweet Sugar Plum that I am going to be using for the accents for the girl's boot. The Flirty Flamingo, which I'm going to be using for the main parts of the girl's boot. And I also have a Stampin' Spot here because I don't have the big classic stamp pad for this particular color yet, but I'm going to be using Soft Suede. And if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, this is the size of ink that you would be getting in your Paper Pumpkin. So I just wanted to show you quick that in order to use this particular ink for kind of ink rather for your blender pen, you just stamp a little bit onto a clear block, and it works just the same as if you were to, and I open these all the way, just kind of squeeze that. So then that way you can get the ink onto your blender pen. Now I'm going to show you real fast, in case you have not used the blender pen yet. This is the blender pen, and this is just super simple. You come right in here into the ink, and you can color in and just use it pretty much exactly like a marker. And I am going to continue on doing this. I am going to pause this video because I'm pretty sure we all know how to color. So I will be back as soon as I get these two colored and fussy cut out. And I am back. The boots have been colored and fussy cutted. I have all of my pieces here, and I will show you quick how to put this card together. Now, one quick thing that I did not mention already is the fact that we're using the delicate doilies to kind of make it look like almost like a rug look. And those are also I have it cut so that it's the 3 big parts and 2 little parts, if that makes any sense to that. So I am going to go ahead and start layering this up. Start off with the Whisper White onto the card base. Wood textures down onto the Whisper White. Whoops. And the congratulations. Paper has 2 sides for a reason. Just in case you saw that. And then put the sweet sugar plum down just a bit. There we go. And I put the doily on with snail. I'm not sure if that's how you're supposed to do it, but that's how I do it. Whatever little bit might be left over is covered up by the boot, so don't have to worry too much about that. Now the pink boot, I am going to put on with snail. I'm getting messy with my snail. Don't mind me. There we go. And then I'm going to pop up the brown boots with on the dimensionals. And then I'm going to just go ahead and place this down just a bit to give a little bit of a dimension there. And here you are, a finished card. I hope you like it, and I hope that it has inspired you to get into your craft room and create. All of the materials needed and dimensions and such are in the descriptions below. And if you did like this, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more videos that are going to be coming soon. Have a wonderful day, and until next time,